Hello and welcome back to Infested Planet. Some of you might know, or can tell, that I did a video on Infested Planet already. It was quite a while ago. It was in early access. It is now released. It is version 1.0. This is the released product, just showed up on Steam. Steam's front page, I should say. It's been on Steam for a while, but a bunch of changes. I won't be going over all of them. Basically, I'll be showing you the same mission I did when it was in early access, but there's a skirmish. The skirmish system has changed slightly. There's all sorts of things you can change. Horde flow, extra defense types all over the place, and stuff like that. I believe there's also new map types. There's also the weekly challenge. So I've not actually done any this week, but I did try them before. They're pretty fun. It's a cool addition. It's kind of like a daily challenge from something like Spelunky, except it's not daily, it's weekly. So if you like the game, that's a thing to keep you coming back. Skirmishes don't hold much value, to be honest, but the mission select screen has changed. I don't know if that was in the original video, but it was like a hex grid that was fairly random. This is now actually kind of a branching path thing. The middle path here is random missions, the right side is story missions, and the left side here is raids. And raids are quite fun. Probably won't be showing those. Now last time I believe I showed night and day. So we'll show that again. This is the one where you have to attack and defend back and forth based on timers and stuff like that. It's a pretty fun mission. Game overall, pretty good game. I actually quite like it. It's a unique, at least as far as I'm aware, a unique idea, and it's implemented fairly well, so. This loading bar never seems to actually function properly, but that's pretty much the definition of every loading bar I ever see, so. Not too much to hold against them. Now,
yes, sir.
We'll go ahead and move you two over here, you two up here, and you... figure out where we're being attacked from. Probably only need one there, to be honest. We'll move two up there anyway, since they're both over there and I don't need them. Now my basic plan for attack for this mission, you guys up here and you here should be able to hold that, I think. Basic plan of attack is I'm going to take this one and I'm going to try to sweep down this side. So I'll set up a defensive node here, and by node I mean a single turret. What we do need to do, actually, get a couple shotgunners back. One officer. Officer has like a rocket launcher, and he gives boosts to allies near him when you take outposts, so you can very, very quickly swarm outposts, especially if they're very close to each other.
Yes, sir. Target.
I may actually... No, because the way we're set up is a little bit different from before, but we'll do the same setup I did last time. We got a little bit of an attack here, so we'll have to clear that out before we can advance, sadly. It's kind of a side effect of this. Now last time I focused a lot on turrets, and I don't think the turrets are... Oh, I spawned some, I moved too far south. I don't think the turrets are as nearly as effective as I initially made them out to be. I think upgrading your infantry, this may have changed in a patch or something, but upgrading infantry seems to be a much better idea. There's also a building that I would like to get. That's the wrong button, I want this button. There we go. Get rid of these turrets so I don't have to deal with too much. And it's this building, which will be the first building I build. It's life support. It's a building, Marines and buildings regen. Marines are guaranteed at least 27 seconds of survival, and Marines share health. Make sure Marines very difficult to kill. I knew that was going to happen. We're going to have to bring our Marine back down here. It still does this weird thing where it seems to... I think it's... Is there VSync in this game? Is that what's going on? Is that what's causing it? Possibly. May or may not crash it. Yeah, that's what's causing it. Alright. I was about to say, it still does that thing where it locks itself at 30 seconds for no reason, and there's the boost. So we'll go ahead and capture that, and move on to the next one. So So we've got 2 minutes to do this. Hopefully we can at least get these two. I would like to get the two below them as well. I'm a little bit better than I was previously at this game, as you might be able to already tell. And I actually want these. So we'll grab those, head south. And I'm going to spawn 2 guys, and they need to come down here. We're going to have issues with that node. And we're going to need people down there soon anyway. You can see just how much more survivable that upgrade makes my units to begin with, so. Get that one down, we get the boost, and then they just start kicking butt. And then push again, even further in. Basically bum rushing them at this point. You guys, turret here. I should use hotkeys, but I can never remember the hotkeys. So turret there. I forgot to set up a defensive points up here, so. We're gonna need to do that. So you, sir, come here. Set up a defense for me. Right about there would be good. And take this one. We may... No, there's no... Well... That's not what I meant to do. You, come back. This is really the only way I'd probably even be close to being able to take this, is to spam rockets like that, so... Oh, he's already selected, I just can't tell. Okay. In fact, stay up there, because this is going to be kind of hectic. We're going to have to move these guys up here, because we've got a bit of a leak in our defenses. They should be able to hold there. Oh dear. Let's look at stuff. Counterattack, bad. Hive spit, bad. Barriers, bad. Tower spawner, bad. In fact, tower spawner is really bad. I know, chill out. What's going on in the north? North is perfect. Good job, north. We had an issue over here, is there's a tower spawner. This is what happened there, and it spawned some, whatever these are, eggs, nests, whatever you want to call them. You know, counterattack is actually fairly irrelevant because of the way this mission is set up. Tower spawner coming this way, that's bad. I guess that's the most defensive location we technically have because of the units here. Should be alright. Keyword, should. That's a big blob there. The way this mission is set up is effectively whenever it says survive, they always have counterattack running. Well, not always, but you'll see them. Counterattack means they run really fast out of their nest, right as they spawn. So you can see it happen in pulses like that. That would be the counterattack effect. So basically they have that running all the time. Tower spawner is really bad. Hive spit means when we go on the offensive, it'll be a little bit tricky. We really should have people healing at the moment. Wait, did we lose our... That's why we're not healing, actually. I completely forgot. I did build one of these, didn't I? Was I just making crap up? Maybe I've just been making crap up at some point here. We need these down, or we're gonna have a bad day, so... Back off a bit. So now that it says kill, they'll stop spawning in such insane frequency, so we can get our groups together. Make a push down south. Can actually spawn one more. Make 2 flamers if we can afford it. I can't quite afford it, so 1 flamer. What's going on over there? Something's attacking it, it'll be fine. Now another really good upgrade to have is the helicopters, which is the next. Actually, reinforcement and chopper strike are both good. Reinforcement means quicker respawn times, and they respawn at the front lines rather than at a base. which means you can keep up pressure like this very easily, especially since they spawn with a bonus. The base is fine. Look at this destructive power! This is what you get with an officer. Don't detach, that's fine. Alright, so we have a ton of points. Let's go ahead and grab Chopper Strike, put it down there. Reinforcement, put it down there. And I wanted a Flamer, so grab that. And we may as well go ahead and max out our units, which are going to come in by Chopper, which is kind of irrelevant, but hey, there they are. It costs ammo to fly them in by Chopper, but it's so useful on attacks if you start losing people. Like in heavy-duty attacks, like this node down here, I could have started losing people. If it was a harder map. For instance, the advantage of this map, which is really why I like doing it so much, is that it doesn't have, when you're attacking, it doesn't have any of the mutations. Those only occur when you're defending, which makes the map very easy to deal with. In fact, for the purposes, I could finish this now, but for the purposes of demonstration, I'm actually going to back off of this final base. I'm going to capture this, and I'm just going to back off. So it'll basically function as a defensive point here. That right there is good. So let's see what kind of mutations we would have to deal with all the time. Which would make it much more difficult. Barriers, obviously, is not good. Carapace is this stuff, which makes it very difficult to kill the defenses. Tower spawner proto-hives are atrocious things that I wish didn't exist. In fact, they're just going to cause problems over here. And this is why I hate proto-hives so much. Especially since there's a tower spawner over there too. You know what? Just attack. See what we can manage to kill here, if anything. Because we're going to lose this area very shortly, so our goal is to kill that hive. In fact, just focus fire it. We should be able to kill it soon enough. We win. Because we don't have to kill any of this crap, we just have to kill the nodes. So, you know. It's a fun game, and I don't know, I haven't been paying attention to patch logs or anything like that. I haven't been paying attention to specific changes, but it feels good. Whatever they've been changing feels real good. The balancing has been adjusted. I don't know how useful grenades are. There's also the shield emitter, which I've never used, because if something's getting hit, it's generally a problem anyway. Ammo supply can be good for helicopter spam. Snipers are alright, they destroy defenses really easily. Grenade, yeah, we'll get a grenade, see what else we can afford. Nothing. I never use these single-time buffs, they seem like a waste of money. That's just me, though. But, you know, let's just, for the sake of funsies, let's just do some crazy, like, silly map style thing here. Hive count, how high can it go? Alright, yeah, that's a thing. Hive towers, how high can that go? Probably 30. Hive clustering. Let's see how clustered we can get it. We'll get a really long respawn delay. Maximum hive level. I don't know what that means. Horde. I don't know if lower is better or what. Extra defenses power. I'm actually going to set that as 0. I don't like extra defenses. Mutation count. Start mutations. Set that as 0. 30. There's also this malicious mutations button, and I'm not sure what that means exactly, but you can see how many mutations there are, and they're all really annoying, to say the least. What is this? Lock tech. 10. I don't know what that means. And we'll start with a relatively big team with relatively high start BP, because I'm just messing around, so. This is the kind of, you know, customization you can do with your skirmishes, which is really quite cool, to be honest. Although I wish you could pause the game. Well, with space, I don't know if you can pause it, but I keep hitting space to try and pause the game. I play too much anything else that has space for pause. It's going to take a while to load because it has to generate this abomination that I've created. I'm not going to play through this, I just wanted to show it. I actually, quite frankly, want to see what it'll make if it doesn't crash. Oop. It's trying. Okay. Where are we at? Oh, good God. Look at that! They can't even get out, I don't think. Seriously though, where are we? We're over here. Okay, let's, don't have all the tech. It seems like something weird going on there. Alright, well let's go ahead and get a defense set up over here. This is a huge map. Also looks like it's got, like, is that a bug or is it just meant to look like that? It's hard wall edges going on there, like it's missing a texture or something, I'm not entirely sure. So we've got that, it's running like garbage, but that's to be expected. I can't get shotgunners, I can get a minigunner. Let's get a minigunner and an officer. It's seriously running quite bad, but I mean, look at this. I'm not terribly surprised. There's no way we're getting in these bases. I should have got a sniper. That would have made it easier. Minigunners, as you could probably see from here, are very tough. They have a shield. They're very strong against buildings, which is pretty useful. So they can very quickly take out hives. That's pretty much their purpose. Shotgunners are generally better against crowds, or flamers for that matter, against crowds. Well, that rifleman's dead. Good job. The frame rate. Oh god, the frame rate. I don't even know what that is. What's going on there? Okay, it seems like a minor bug. Oh, it's back. I don't know what that was. Seems like a bug to me, but hey. Look at this. You can't even see through the swarm. Oh, this is the kind of things you can torture your computer with if you feel like it. Oh man, I wish there was like a debug menu so I could look at unit counts and stuff. Look at that. And the graphics are actually pretty cool. The animations are really nice, although a lot of the times you never see these animations like this. I think they look cool. Although I wish the hives had some sort of animation on them rather than a static structure, but you know, that's just nitpicking at this point. There's a shield, by the way. Here it is. Protects him from ranged attacks a little bit. I don't think it protects him from melee though, but if something gets close to him, I mean, we've screwed up anyway. Let's fire some missiles in here for funsies. Should have got the helicopter upgrade and just fired into that. But anyway, that's, oh boy. What have I created? It's a medical bay thing there. Interesting. That was Infested Planet. It's been released on Steam. There should be a link in the description of the store page. If you want to purchase it, I recommend you do, because it's quite fun. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.